I felt like I was back. You know what I'm saying? I got to my destination. I ran. It felt like a movie. It ain't feel real till I got to my destination and I finally sat down and I had me a plate of food. I said, oh, shit, I'm out here.
What's the word with the politickers? Derrick Groves called in on the Conversation podcast. He was on the wiggle for damn near 5 months. After that legendary prison break from Angola, Derrick ready for a movie, baby. Not no tuba joint either. He need one of them Queen and Slim Hollywood blockbuster productions. He detailing what went down beforehand and when his boots hit the ground on the run. We was all rooting for him to keep pushing. After all the fabricated stories surrounding his name, the one thing that bothered him the most was people putting wigs on him, like he was working in the grocery store with a disguise on. The timelines was kinda all over the place in the media, far as his grandma passing and the crap officer scenario. To be clear, she was unalive before Derrick was born. He said he was living in GTA in real time, with all 5 stars on him. He said he knew it was real when he was eating a plate of food, watching the news with his face all over it.
This Derrick Groves, you hear me, reporting live from Angola. You hear me? This is me. So I'm going to just jump straight in it. You hear me? And what y'all want to know? I'm going to tell y'all everything. I'm going to get the story out there. There's a lot of things that I want to shine a light on and let y'all know what's going on. I'm being framed. I'm innocent. My grandma was murdered by a police named Lynn Davis. A lot of people think that, you know, I went out of jail or when I was home, that I went after the people who supposed to have been killed my grandma, people or do them loved ones. All that is false. I never went after nobody. I never went trying to kill nobody. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was framed on a murder that happened in 2018, Mardi Gras. I was out there a whole year. I got picked up in 2019. When I first came to jail, I had no convictions. I was 21 years old, never been in jail for nothing. When I did go to jail, I got picked up for attempt murder when I was like 16 years old. I sat in jail 2 years. I beat my charges. All 10 jurors found me not guilty. I was home 4 years.
All
Some
right. So
dudes
so, so listen.
that
So
I
listen. So
knew.
listen. So before we get into
What's up?
that, because we can get into that. But let me ask you, because I had this is actually the first time I actually, because I freestyle everything actually when I'm doing interviews and stuff. But this time I really took it upon myself to actually have some questions that I actually wanted to even start with.
Yeah.
Especially
What's
for
up?
content. So the first one, I wanted, let the people know, right? Well, you already let them know a little bit of your story, right? Who are you? Who are you beyond the headlines?
But beyond the headlines, I'm Derrick Groves, I'm Kent Groves' grandson. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm in. Yeah, I'm an innocent person. You dig? I'm a I'm innocent, man. I just trying to get my
So, so,
story out there. You hear me?
so,
That's
so,
why I'm
so
there.
everything in the media, so you know how they be portraying you like in the media and everything. That's totally not what you represent, right?
That's not me. All this monster that they paint me out to be. Like, if you know me, if everybody know me, they know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no monster. I made it to 21 years old with no convictions. When I first came to jail, I ain't had no convictions. You know what I'm saying? I've been in jail since I was 21. The people stacked all type of charges up on me. They held me for 8 years. You know what I'm saying? They beat me and put me into a corner to where they made me bow down to them, and I had to take some time. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, you go on the internet and you look me up and shit like that. I was too young to really understand the law. You know what I'm saying? I dropped out of school and in a low grade because I had a child. I dropped out in like the 8th grade. I ain't had the knowledge that I had now to know what not to count on for
But
and
but
what
let
to count on for. You know
but
what I'm
let's go
saying?
back to the beginning though, cause like how you had mentioned your grandma.
Yeah.
How much of that do you remember? How old was you at the time when that stuff? Because
Now, listen, when my grandma was killed,
mhm,
I wasn't even born yet.
got you.
You know what I'm saying? My
Oh.
grandma got killed, and I was born right after that. You know what I'm saying? But by my last name being Groves,
Hmm.
I was always talking.
Gotcha.
So I grew up hearing this story from my grandma. You know what I'm saying? My grandma was a good, sweet lady. She took care of her children. And, she seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. And she went down there to the Attorney Affairs and told the people what she seen. And within 24 hours, my grandma was murdered in cold blood.
Oh, so it was 24
and
hours?
And they had this on the wife in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? The police who she went told on had people working in the office. So when she filed that complaint, that's had called the police in Davis and let them know that, this lady Kim Groves up here, she just made a complaint on you about to get suspended. Because this not your only complaint, right? He was so mad and so upset to where he called up a hitman. And he called the hitman and gave the order to kill my grandma over a wiretap.
Yeah.
In 24 hours.
But how did they, they was already recording the conversation? Like, what he was already being targeted?
Listen, homie was already being under investigation for selling drugs and storing people. He was a corrupt cop. You know what I'm saying? He used to ride around. He used to catch people with drugs and guns and shit, and he'll take it. He'll extort them. He'll beat them. And my grandma seen that one day, and she went and told the police. You know what I'm saying? And he was powerful. Like, this man had a warehouse full of bricks. You know what I'm saying? He had real street people on his team that was, jacking and killing shit for him. And he used to get them drugs and shit to every time they used to get in trouble, he used to come to their rescue.
What
you talking about? You talking about when the people came and got me?
No, when it first initial happened, because I seen a picture with you and two other guys in the alley, right? I don't know if that was a true picture or not, or was it AI or what?
Listen, no, that's the real video of me walking with my partners. We trying to get to our destination. You hear me? Yeah. All right. When I seen the hole, and I think we could go through that, and I think we had to just jump a gate to get to our freedom. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, it's a movie type shit. Ain't no way.
Well, was that your cell?
Set up. This got to be some type of trick. Huh?
Was that your cell?
That ain't my cell. That's a cell that people be cooking in. Actually, that's a bandit cell. Nobody ain't even supposed to be in that cell. Yeah.
Oh wow. Wow.
So you know what I'm saying? When we did, and we went out the hole, when I finally touched that L, because I ain't been outside in a long time, you know?
Y'all do 24-1 in there?
No, it's not no 24-1. They don't bring you outside. They got inside, outside. You know what I'm saying? They got a basketball court.
Yeah.
And they got it made up like a gym, but ain't no outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I finally touched that wick, I felt like I was back. You know what I'm saying? I got to my destination. I ran. It felt like a movie. It ain't feel real till I got to my destination and I finally sat down and I had me a plate of food. I said, oh, shit, I'm out here. Then I turned the TV on. I went to see my face flash across the news and shit. I'm like, man, this feel like GTA, Grand Theft Auto. I got all 5 stars. I got all the police looking for me. What the fuck I'm going to do? That's the first thing that came through my mind. Dude.
So you was in the crib looking at the actual TV?
Man, listen, since the first couple of hours I was out there, I had a cell phone. I was looking at the TV. I was watching everything was going on. I was on Instagram watching these stupid ass people put these wigs on me and all that. I was so mad I couldn't get on Instagram and be like, man, whoever put these fucking wigs on me, I'm telling y'all it's gonna go down, whatever. But I couldn't do that because I know one thing. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna get my location up. But that's the only thing that really had me really won't get on Instagram. Like, what made y'all put a wig on me? That's all I want to know.
I mean, but it's like I said, and I'm we in here laughing and stuff. I don't want nobody to think that we're glorifying all the far as the what they trying to accuse you as. You know what I'm saying? So we're not so we're definitely not glorifying that, because you're actually saying that you are definitely an innocent man. You know what I'm saying? But at the time though, I don't care. Like anybody, they can get mad with me or whatever, this and that. Like even for my sister, she just texted me and she was like, "Is that really him?" I said, "Yeah, he getting ready to call whatever." So they was all like, "Man, tell him." We was rooting for him because you had a lot of people rooting for you.
Facts.
They're not even thinking about the actual,
Consequences
the consequences and the you know what I mean? Because it's just like when anybody is known to just be locked up and they're out there, it's like, yo, like, man, keep on going. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a simple fact. And now we know that they had the family out there who was saying that you was going to do this and you doing that. What do you say about that, though? Like the whole time, I know you hear about the wig, but when they kept saying, yo, you ready to go target XYZ, what was going through your mind right then and there?
What was going through my mind when I seen that and heard that? I said, yeah, now y'all won't go hide and put yourself up because y'all know y'all lied and y'all did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? If somebody shot my people up and killed my son or whatever the situation is, I ain't gonna be trying to hide. I'm gonna be like, man, that's good for your motherfucking ass. I wish the police catch you and kill you. But you won't go and hiding and all that stuff because you know you done something wrong. You know what I'm saying? That lady who got on the news and who was saying whatever she was saying, you know what I'm saying? She ain't come forward till 3 years later. You hear me? On top of that, her son, the one who took the stand on me, Eric Robinson, you know what I'm saying? When he first got shot up, the people asked him, who shot you up and who killed your partners? That dude said, I don't know who shot me up. It was two dogs. I got this in paperwork, this in black and white. They went to him again and they asked him the same thing. You sure you don't know who shot you up? You know you probably was on the drugs or whatever. You probably ain't want to cooperate right then and there, but we need to know who shot you up and who killed your family. He like, man, I told y'all I don't know. It was two dogs, right? Boom, I'm going to fast forward. Y'all get busted with heroin, weed, all type of assault rifles and
you want to get that off off. You want to get that up off on.
And cell charges and all that stuff. Now y'all sit in jail damn near a year. Now y'all know who shot y'all up. That's why I was out jail from 2018 all the way to 19, because they picked them up in 2018. So they had to sit in jail the whole year. So when the people were coming at them with all type of charges, this one thing, the feds don't fuck around. When the feds come get you, they got all the evidence back against you. They showing you how they gonna convict you. Now it's up to you if you gonna take your lick or you gonna take a Rule 35 or a 5K1 and cooperate. You know what I'm saying? So by them having convictions and the deck stacked against them, their best thing was to tell anything that they know, even not tell. Lie on anybody that they could lie on to get back out there in time. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes is older than me. You know what I'm saying? I was number 21. These dudes had to be ever 28, 33, 30.
They didn't know the game. They didn't know the game.
So they told the police on top of this, all of them was in one jail. When they locked them up, they put them on the same tilt, not on the same tilt, right across from each other. Meaning, so I could come to the window and I could talk to you if I just come to jail off the streets. So we could come up with a plan and be like, man, listen, I could write a letter and tell you, look, man, I went to talk to the people. The people just won't know your side of the story. Tell the police that Derrick Groves shot us up and we ain't gonna get number 4 or 5 years and go home. If not, the people gonna give us 15 or 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
How y'all think this gonna play out for him? Hopefully somebody look into his case and knock a home run out the park for him. That'd be a cold scene to end his real-life movie. Louisiana known for being crooked. Boosie came up out that same prison and was facing all kind of shit, so we can't say it ain't possible. I hope the best for that brother, but at the end of the day, I know they ain't like being clowned like that. That was a cold highlight. Now they trying to set a prime example of this highlighter yellow ass. Free Derrick, man. Hype this video up. Hit the like button. Political street views. No. Fake news.